Z Big Mac. We're actually going to talk with PS4 in just a second. You know what, guys? It's kind of been a minute, so we're going to bring them on right now, and then we'll get back into the questions. Foxdas, okay, your mom and... Hang on. How you guys doing today? Foxdas, your mom and... Hang on. Thanks. How you guys doing today? Sorry, we're excited to get to the new player experience stuff. And I've got a question here. When is the PS4 folks going to get the patch? Is that kind of one of the big questions from that end of the community?
Yes.
And are there other patches that you're waiting on?
There's a few, honestly. We haven't gotten
yeah.
Like, I guess more recent stuff, like the Scorpion or whatever that new rocket launcher is or whatever like that. We still haven't gotten that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And that's also haven't gotten. Go ahead. We also haven't gotten the chapter 3 for the Shadow Warp game. PC has that already, if I'm correct, right?
It does, yes. We've got that all locked down. So, cool. And that's one of those tough battles here, right? Every time, especially with some of the patches last year, like when Escalation happened, it feels like there's a lull into the next ones while they're getting PS4 out. So there's always a little bit of a tug and pull, right? PS4 is like, hey, guys, we're waiting. And PC is like, move on to the next thing, guys. Leave them behind. So there's always that little tug and pull. But let's go through your list here, Foxdas. VChat, what do you got going on there?
So the first thing is whenever you, like, say you don't join a squad, when you first log in, you're not going to be able to operate any of the voice chats, including outfit chat. So you could be in an outfit, but if you haven't joined a squad already, you're not going to be able to utilize that chat until you do. Sometimes even then it won't work, so you'll have to reset your application, close game, reopen it, or cycle comms, and stuff along those lines with other stuff as well.
Okay, so there's some issues with initiating the chat system?
Yeah, pretty significant ones as well, so yeah.
Gotcha, okay. Outfit related, so you guys are still fire teams? Is there a struggle there? What's going on there?
Yeah, we haven't gotten them fully implemented. So basically when you join a squad, it will in the background designate you a fire team, but it won't show visually what you're in. Like it won't say you're in clubs or hearts, right? It'll just say, oh, you're the fire team leader, or it won't say anything at all. But sometimes you'll even go to fire team chat. But for us, when we select our chats, we hold R1, the right bumper, and then a wheel will show up for the chats we can go to. Fireteam isn't on that. The only way you can specifically access Fireteam is by swiping up from bottom to up on your touchpad, and then you'll be able to go to Fireteam. But you won't know who's in your Fireteam. And it's the same icon, the same symbol, as if you were in outfit chat. So sometimes you'll think you're an outfit, but you're actually in Fireteam. It can be really detrimental to when you're, say, trying to give orders as a squad lead, or you're trying to give call-outs to the rest of your squad.
So really, it sounds like Fireteam is there, but the UI does not functionally represent it.
Exactly.
And
okay,
you're also not able to modify who's in which Fireteam as well. So,
gotcha. Okay, so that sounds like a lot of UI work there needs to happen. And then you have the real problem. What's going on there? Sounds like blue screens is what it's talking about.
Yeah, so it's always been on console, blue screens with the memory leaks. But whenever you're running, say, like a squad of 12 or a platoon of 48, and you have constant disconnects every hour, your squad leads most of the time are more busy re-inviting rather than leading the actual squad. So it makes any kind of competitive squad play extremely difficult, as well as a pain to organize. That's why there's a lot more of smaller knit outfits, and it's really discouraging to larger outfits as well, to actually go for the size because of how difficult it is to organize.
Gotcha. And is PS4 and PS5s, do they have kind of the same similar issues, or is it like more on a PS4?
You're going to blue screen more often on a PS4 than you will a PS5, but there'll still be the occasional random crash or blue screen, even if you're using a PS5.
Gotcha. Okay. And it sounds like, is it worse on Esamir?
It is significantly worse on Esamir. Whenever the storm rolls over top, it's really bad. Like, really bad. You'll disconnect within like 30 minutes to an hour.
Gotcha. Okay. And it sounds like, what was I look? So the storm's still rocking. Yeah, I think Esamir, some of the new, especially in the new Shattered Warp Gate areas, you have a lot of new textures. And do you guys have you guys don't have the third chapter, so you don't have containment sites yet? Is that correct?
It's up to you, Mom. Not up to the Mom.
Yes, we do not have containment sites, thus the storm is still running rampant, causing blue screens.
Gotcha. Okay. Okay. And then how about NSO? So vehicle headlights, I think that was a bug on PC as well, but that got solved, so that could come out. The deploy, undeploy on your Sunday, that's the same thing with PC. So I would imagine that's kind of in one of their quality of life fixes. Hopefully that comes through to you as well. So you lost your ability to toggle the UI, huh?
Yeah, so whenever you would go to usually turn off your UI before, you would enable the setting, and then you would just hold down your D-pad. But after the last update, whenever you go to hold down your D-pad, it only messes with your mini-map. You're not able to toggle your UI on or off anymore, so it makes like making fan art or pretty photos very, very difficult on a console.
Gotcha. Okay, well, what I will say, guys, is I know it's got to be frustrating for PS4, but I do think that especially with the robots, now that there's a whole bunch of weapons, that to me seems like a very clear-cut, easy thing to implement for PS4. Give a whole bunch more content that way. So I would imagine it's going to take them a month or two, but I do think that that'll be a big priority of getting the robots over to PS4. And to me, it seems like the right time to add the campaign and to do some additional stuff like that. So I definitely would say hang in there. Now, I have a question for you guys, and it's going to sound like a PC player, I don't know, kind of being rude. That's not my intent. But what it always feels like is that they don't have the resources to develop both platforms, the PC players at least. How does it feel to you guys?
Feels pretty crap, actually. I mean, console has the potential to be pretty awesome, especially when CAI dropped. How Genuine had more players than Emerald online during peak hours, and not really any of the issues we had back then be addressed, and we lost that player spike because of it. So it's very frustrating when we have an opportunity to really become something like awesome, more so than we already are, and it just gets snatched away.
Yeah, gotcha. And is that when the blue screens really started up?
The blue screens have always been here since 2015, but it's just the fact they were still present and newer players frustrated with it, so we lost those new players.
It should be
Gotcha.
noted that it was up until Escalation that blue screens were pretty bad, and then when Escalation came out, they were mostly fixed. But when Shattered Warpgate rolled back around, it got worse than it ever had been, especially on Esamir.
Gotcha. And it's funny, even for me on PC, I had my GPU was a problem. I had a lot of Esamir crashes as well. I fortunately was able to solve it by tweaking some settings, but the new Esamir is just kind of got some cutting edge textures that I don't think always work with the existing hardware. So that's a tough one. Okay, guys, well, here's the deal. I will definitely pass along feedback to the devs. What would be great is if you guys would just go in and do that new player experience thing. I think there's an option for performance. Sounds like that might be your biggest issue for you guys. And there's also an area to select if you're on Genudyne or Sarah's. So please make sure you do that, and then they'll be able to discern what feedback comes through from the PlayStation players, and hopefully be able to address some of those issues for you. So, cool. Thanks, guys.
Thank you for your time, man. It means a lot.
No problem. And I'm going to direct chat to go take a look at your posts there. Maybe throw it a little bit of support. I think you guys understand just as well that it's always a little bit of battle between the platforms. But the reality is we're all Planetside lovers, and hopefully everyone can rise together. So thanks, guys, and we'll see you Planetside.
All right, see you. Thank you very much.
See you, man. Thanks. Have a good one.
You too.
Yes, that was so good.
I'm turning off this fucking push to talk.
Yeah, same. Fuck this.
There you go. Thank fuck almighty. All right, testing.
Testing.
You
1,
have
2,
to
3.
All right, fucking loud and clear. Hell to the fuck yeah, dude. It was
Yes.
kind of hard at the beginning, though. It was weird at the beginning. It was very
Yeah.
weird at the beginning.
Yeah, I got very comfortable eventually.
I didn't. Dude, it didn't take me till the end where I was explaining the post. God, that was fucking dope, though, bro. Fuck yeah.
Yeah, it was
Fuck
sick. Yeah! We did it!
God damn, dude. Fuck yes, man. Fuck yes.
Yes! Oh, the adrenaline. Bruh. I could
Oh my
live my
God.
house
Oh my
right now. I could freaking backswap my house right now, dude. Whew.
Okay, that felt fucking good. Let's go and kill some shit.
Yeah, Tom Army was watching. He said, "You and Fox sound very smart." Told Fox, I said, "Congrats on getting on stream."
Oh my God. Hell yeah. Let's join the fucking FTSC party.
Let's do it. Woo!